called, actually I think it was just mostly dyke, but it was just a lot of like no one cares about you, like you're such a freak, I don't know, no one wants you around kind of thing, I don't know, pretty bad.
I just came out last year around this time. Well, I've actually heard a lot of people telling me that I'm gonna catch like an STD or like AIDS or something, right? Just because I'm with my boyfriend. At one time, someone even wrote fag on my locker. Even though it didn't hurt me personally, like I didn't feel very like trusting of the people I go to school with every day. It was really hard for a while. I don't know, I got told to kill myself and a bunch of stuff. But I don't know, I had really good friends that helped me through it, and I came out in grade 10, I believe, yeah. And I had really supportive parents and everything, so I'm lucky in that aspect, but it's just hard because, I don't know, you leave home, it's like I feel like for a lot of kids, they have support at home and then they go to school, and like it's harder at school sometimes than it is at home, and I think that's a really tough thing, I don't know.
Well, I was at a meeting where they were discussing whether they would allow GSAs in the Catholic school board or not. And during the meeting, there was something which they declined, one of the legislations which would have made it much harder to get a GSA in a school. And all the parents pretty much stood up and started rioting about how horrible this was and how all gay people should go to hell, and just the masses screaming how much they hate you and how much they're disgusted by you. That is just horrible.
I have heard the homophobic language thrown around as like, that's so gay, you're such a fag.
I don't get bullied too much because when I first came out, it was in a classroom actually. A guy was joking around about asking me to be his boyfriend, and I just said, no, I already have one. And they were a little shocked. They tried to bully me, but there was actually a lot of people who stood up for me.
I think initially it was a sort of support of my friends, and obviously I went to them, asked for advice and stuff like that, and they just said find someone in your family that you can trust and be open with and everything. And I'm really fortunate that I have my mom, and my dad's supportive. He's not like homophobic or anything like that, but he's just a little, you know, like less involved than my mom. But I found a lot of like solace in my mom, and I'm really grateful for her.
Actually, we did not have a GSA at that time. It was only 1 or 2 people that stood up for me. But when I did that, I felt that I wasn't alone, and I knew that other people felt like they were alone. So I founded, and right now I'm the president of my GSA.
Well, it makes people feel a little more comfortable. It's a safe space in the school where they can just go and talk, not being discriminated. They don't even need to really say their sexuality, but it's a great way for them to feel comfortable, especially if they can't find that comfort at home.
I don't think I know for a fact actually I wouldn't be where I am today if I didn't if I didn't approach Leanne and say, are you in the GSA, and get involved with that, because as far as I knew, I was the only gay person at my school, and it was obviously tough, so I don't know. It's very important to have GSAs. I'm trying not to cry, that's why I'm like stuttering a lot.
It's just a nice program to have around. It's like, it doesn't even matter if you're like anything part of the LGBTQ, it's just there to help out. It's like, I'm not part of the LGBTQ, I'm straight, but I'm still part of the GSA because it's the Gay Straight Alliance.
I've seen a lot of people be bullied, and that's kind of why I'm doing this, because I see a lot of people get bullied because of their sexual orientation and other things. And I really feel like nobody should have to go through that. Like, it used to be said that bullying is a rite of passage, but I really don't feel like it should be that way.
It's gotten me a lot more comfortable with just being able to explain how I am. It's like, it doesn't help with just coming out of the closet, it helps just coming out of telling anybody anything about yourself, just having that confidence there.
I can get through these things because I guess like with the friends I've made through Catholic schools for GSAs, like even though they go to different schools, we've all experienced some form of homophobic bullying, and we can all help each other. If I had that in my school, it would be so much more easier. Like I could access those friends like within an instant. With them, I had to meet them first, right, and get to know them. I guess people are just very different in the ways they deal with things. I've learned how to deal with things on my own, and I really don't want anyone else to experience what I've gone through.
I think what I want to see happen with GSAs is more than, like, obviously I would love to see them in every school for every student and everything like that, but I think I would love to see it move more away from like tolerance and more towards like acceptance, I guess.
And are you at a Catholic school?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so it's not, why is it important that it be able to be called a GSA? It's not called it now.
Because that's exactly what it is. It shows that everybody can be included in a way, that it's not just kind of just a compassion group where people can just talk about whatever. It's mainly homophobic issues, which is a big issue at my school, and I'm sure at many other schools. So I feel a GSA, the name Gay Straight Alliance, just is the only applicable name.